Welcome to The Score, where we tackle the hottest and trending topics in sports. Well, as we all know, in sports, defense wins championships. And in volleyball, having a great defense usually means you have the best middle blocker and libero on your team. And in today's episode, we'll try to tell you who's the best middle blocker in the coming UAAP season. Joining us for this discussion is former Ateneo team captain Doc AJ Pareja and volleyball analyst Mac Dionisio. Hi guys, and welcome back to The Score.
Hi sir.
Hello,
Okay,
it's
so
good to be back.
the fans probably have been noticing that we've been going through every position here on The Score, and today it's the middle blocker's turn to get the attention. And so these are like your pre-season picks for perhaps the best middle blocker for this tournament. And Doc AJ, I'll start with you. Who's your top pick for best middle blocker in the coming tournament?
Yeah, so the middle blocker position is very much dear to me because it was my former position. So I think I'm on the authority to pick a bet for this. But for me, my top pick is, of course, Maddie Madayag. No bias aside from Ateneo.
Why Maddie?
Well, for me, Maddie Madayag is a very contributing factor in the last PVL conference where they were the top blocking team, if I'm not mistaken. And her and the combination with Bea De Leon was really prominent in the blocking department for Ateneo. But what I really like about Maddie is across the board, I see very much physicality in her. Yung frame niya is very much perfect for the position. She has good lateral movement with her feet, and when you always see her running attacks, talagang she moves with grace, but when she hits it with power. So I really want to see more of that this coming season.
Bengs, for your top pick, mukhang magkakasundo kayo ni Doc AJ. Yes?
I agree. For me, in the upcoming UAP season, it's gonna be Maddie Madayag who will dominate the middle blocker position. Pero since na-discuss niya na yung physicality of the position, I think for me, what makes her one of the best is her leadership, yung intangible na when she roars, when she plays, dinadala niya talaga yung team niya, napapump up yung Lady Eagles. Kasi nagkaroon na ng team captains ang Lady Eagles like Eliza na pupuntos. Merong Gia Morado before na papakalmahin ka. Ito naman, on a different note, talagang bubuhayin niya yung energy mo eh. So it's gonna be really fun to watch her.
Do you see that with Maddie?
Yung subtle taray ni Maddie.
I don't know, is it subtle or I mean it's taray that everyone can feel and see, which is great for the team. Is that do you see that?
Yeah, kasi as Mac mentioned a while ago off air na dati medyo push over yung Ateneo when it comes to trash talking. But right now, we're seeing a little bit of ferocity in that aspect from the Lady Eagles. And it's not yung very in-your-face na trash talk when they do it. But when they do it, it's on a perfect time just to really get the crowd cheering for them.
Now, since you both mentioned that Maddie is your projected top middle blocker for the year, what does that say about Ateneo's title chances for this season?
Yeah, well, we've seen it before in the PVL conference that their two most dominant players really are the middle blockers. And when they finally get the reception going, at least they can always activate the middle to rack in the points for them. And knowing Coach O, he really puts a lot of time and investment in developing middle blockers. So that's something that's going to be different also for this year for the Lady Eagles.
Now, what's interesting in your picks, so you each had a top pick and then your honorable mentions. In your honorable mentions, may dalawang FEU na nabanggit dito. So for you, Doc AJ, you mentioned Celine Domingo, and then for you, Bengs, you mentioned Jeanette Villarreal. So does this mean that FEU's defense should be something that fans will watch in this tournament?
Yeah, definitely. I chose Celine Domingo because the first time I saw her block, una ko napansin talaga yung blocking reach niya. Maybe out of all the middle players right now in the league, I know she's not the tallest of the bunch, but when she goes up in the air, as in talagang taas ng blocking reach niya and she can really press hard on the net. That's what that's why she was the best blocker from last season, if I'm not mistaken.
And then the other FU middle blocker that you really want to watch this year is Janet Villarreal.
Yes, we have to understand that Coach George Pascua used to be a men's volleyball coach. And if you watch these middle blockers, Celine, Carandang, and then Villarreal, they play like they are guys when they are blocking. So, FEU's strongest positions this year is gonna be in the middle talaga.
Yeah, because dalawa sila nandito. I mean, when you guys pick players, that means these players are really fit and expected to deliver. You also mentioned Aduke Ogansanya. Now, there's so much mystery surrounding this LaSalle team. Yung mga secret weapon dyan ni Coach Ramil, but Aduke is one of those veterans. And do they have that, that enough experience? Do they still have that swag that's going to make them title contenders with Aduke at the middle blocker position?
Well, the swag will be coming from a different position. Mostly in the outside hitters, like from Des Cheng and from May Luna. These are girls with real swag. Pero, kasi LaSalle as a system of volleyball always has middle blockers na talagang palaban, na blocking, attacking, gagawa. So, for me, I just had to include someone from LaSalle in the list because I know for sure, kung hindi man si Aduke, it's the other middle blocker who will do wonders this season.
And then just to complete the list, of course, Doc AJ, you included BDL here. And when you put Maddie Madayag top spot, BDL honorable mention, you probably have a high regard for Ateneo's blocking this year.
And I have to justify it, not because I'm from the school, diba? With BDL, one thing I noticed that out of all middle blockers, even in recent history, she's the only one who can approach from the middle and hit to the zone 1 position. That's quite hard for a middle position. Even me before, my major tendency is to hit towards my right when I'm winding up from the middle. But Bea De Leon is one of the few who can really wind up and hit towards her left side even if she's approaching from the middle. And that's one thing that makes her cut above the rest.
The more we talk about the top picks, the positions, it's making all of us really excited for the start of the UAAP Volleyball Tournament. Doc AJ Pareja, Bengs, Mac Dionisio, thank you guys for helping us with our volleyball analysis today.
Thank you, sir.
Super excited.
Thank you.
When we return, we'll discuss the deals made before the NBA trade deadline, so don't go away.